Hi, everybody. Welcome to this week's Jimmy Dore Show. I'm speaking with my head perfectly still. I want to say thank you for listening and welcome. Who's here with me? I'm here with the Miserable Liberal. She's our resident Latina. You know her from the Miserable Liberal blog. It's Steph Zamorano. Hi, Steph. How are you?
I'm doing great, Jimmy. I'm a Mexican.
You're a Mexican. Also, here from former writer for The Daily Show, the author of Morning Remembrance, fake obituaries of real dead people. It's Jim Earl. Hey, Jim.
Hi, Jim. How are you?
I'm doing good, Jim. Mm-hmm.
I like to grow cilantro.
Oh, really? Why?
A lot of people think it tastes like soap. I don't.
Oh.
He's trying to relate to the Mexican.
Oh, I hear you.
Oh, my gosh.
Also here is our resident Japanese man, Robert Yasumura. Hey, Robert, how are you?
The better for your asking.
All right.
And I despise cilantro.
I like cilantro, actually. Oh. Also here with us, comedian Hank Thompson. Hey, Hank, how are you?
Hey, I like to grow coriander.
Oh, I didn't know you could grow that.
Coriander is cilantro. They're just two different.
It's the white man's cilantro.
It's the seed, isn't it?
Yeah, coriander's the seed.
I don't
that
know
turns
what you
into
guys
cilantro.
are talking about. All I know is don't freak out. If you'd like to see these people, which I would like to see them, we got like 10 days left on our Indiegogo. We're almost 80% to our goal. We're just about there.
Does that come in medium?
It does come in medium, small, medium, large, extra large, and double extra large, or as we like to call our American size. So
For the portly liberal.
There it is. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Okay. And if you notice, I have a little color. That's because I went to a Bernie event, which was scheduled in the middle of the day outside in Palo Alto. So I stood out in the sun for 4 straight hours, and I got a little color. All right. Thanks, Bernie. I'm feeling the burn, literally. I'm feeling the sunburn. Thanks. Hey, Bernie gave me, what do they call skin cancer?
Melanoma.
Melanoma. Couldn't remember. If I could have remembered, it would have been a much better joke. Hey, by the way, I was watching, let's get to the jokes before we get to the jokes, shall we? I was watching Turner Classic Movies. They played Buck Privates, and they played MASH back to back, which means I now officially have more military experience than Donald Trump. You know, between trashing POWs and not giving veterans the $6 million he promised, draft dodger Donald Trump had a very busy Memorial Day. That's what he did on Memorial Day. You know, it might be hard for Trump to win over the one biggest voting bloc in the country, people who've sued Trump. Big voting bloc. You know, if Roots, there was Roots, which was a miniseries all about slavery in America, starring LeVar Burton. Mm-hmm. It made LeVar Burton a star, and he went on to do nothing.
Excuse me, he went on to do Star Trek and Reading Rainbow.
Okay, cut that. If Roots aired on a cable news channel, there'd be a rebuttal from pro-slavery pundits to show both sides of the issue. That's a slam on cable news about how they make everything falsely equivalent. You know, I haven't joked about Christie since he dropped out of the race to spend more time with his family-style meals.
He's big.
And he is. You know, in World War II, brave soldiers stormed the beach and defeated fascism. Trump's candidacy is about rectifying that outcome. It's a good use of rectify in a joke. Thank you. You know, Trump's plan to fix the California, he says there isn't...
He says there's no drought.
He says there's no drought, yet he still has a plan to fix it. Trump says his plan to fix the California water crisis has won him the support of Noah Cross and Hollis Mulray.
That took me a second.
I'm guessing that has something to do with Chinatown.
That's a Chinatown joke.
I knew it. I saw Chinatown. Let me tell you about Chinatown. It was directed by
Roman
Polanski, who I almost just called William Polanski. It was directed by Roman Polanski. A lot of people say he raped a 14-year-old girl. How could he rape a 14-year-old girl, I say to you? He directed Chinatown. Did you ever see that movie? That movie is tight. Okay, let's say he didn't cast Jack Nicholson in the lead role and he cast, like, I don't know, Burt Reynolds.
Oh.
Well, then it's rape. Okay, moving on. What's that movie, The Intern? The Intern? The Intern may be my favorite Nancy Meyers movie of all time, and I really didn't care for it at all. You get the joke, right? Hey, what's coming up on today's show? We're going to talk about Hillary Clinton's honesty. They did a poll between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, and who do people think is more honest? The answer just may surprise you, or will it? I'm not lying. What else is coming up? We're going to talk about her email scandal. We have never talked about it on the show. The IG, which was appointed by Barack Obama to investigate this, came out with a report. We're going to talk about that report. Report doesn't look good for Hillary Clinton. And by the way, that report makes Mika Brzezinski almost have a nervous breakdown. We're going to take a look at that. She's a good news person. Also, let's see what else is coming up. I have to refer to my notes. Oh, Paul Ryan goes ahead and endorses Donald Trump, and the reasons he gives are hilarious. Donald Trump is asked what he has in common with his daughter, and the answer is creepier than a Hulk Hogan video. Also, Barney Frank says some crap. And by the way, there's a new study. And Barney Frank disparages Bernie Sanders and his followers on MSNBC with a smug smile on his face. I always like it when prominent Democrats shit on progressives. So also we talk about the Washington Post has an article. They did a study about marijuana. How bad is it for you? The answer just may surprise you. Or will it? What else is coming up? That's a baby. We got phone calls today from Bernie Sanders. The captain from the Captain and Tennille calls in. I'm not kidding. Look it up. Google it who it is. Look, Google it who it is. And then we'll have a little muskrat love. He calls in. And then Bernie Sanders calls in again. 2 Bernie Sanders calls and a Captain and Tennille call. Plus a lot more. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Get your don't freak out. Support independent news media. And we'll be right back with the Jimmy Dore Show coming up. Wait a minute. How do I usually say this?
And a lot
That's
more.
coming, and a lot more. That's today at the Jimmy Dore Show.